If I can tell you how and where to catch a real reptilian hybrid, would you do it? Would you catch a hybrid? Do you know how much money, you know how rich you would be to have the first bit of evidence of a different life form hiding here among the public? I mean, to catch one creeping through the woods, you'd make millions of dollars. You'd be recognized throughout the science community. But to catch one wearing like designer clothes, driving a truck, and living in a condo, do you know what would happen? They would dissect her, the creature, the humanoid wannabe, and they would find out what the difference is in the anatomy, and then they would find out how to detect them, and we could finally find out where these things are hiding. The money you would make, the power, the recognition. I have access to. I believe I have access. I don't know. These things could have. Well, her family. I mean, I know she's one. Her family must be one too. And that makes these 5 or 6 people right there. I know where her. I know where they're at. Now I think they've got up and moved. Of course, but if they're still around, I mean I've done a little research and I found some people that know them. So, anyways, if they don't leave me alone and quit torturing me, the information will be released. And if you could even find someone to do it for you, I don't want nothing to do with it. I'm just giving the information out, and you would catch a real hybrid. Do you know what would happen? The information will be released if I'm murdered, or if I'm close to dying, or if I get really sick. Let's just put it that way, okay? I will release the information, detailed information, and you can go from there and you will have a really, really good map on how to find this thing and bring it home. You would be you would you'd be filthy rich beyond your wildest dreams. You would have recognition, power, and you would help the world by exposing the truth. Real physical evidence of a paranormal or an alien race hiding here among us. So that's my thought to you. You think about this. You can find someone else to do the work. Uh, Keep posted on my channel, and I will update it. If I'm dead, my family will update it, and we'll go from there. Now, I'm willing to take this information to my grave because it's terrifying. I have, of course, I would like to talk to people about Jesus and beyond other topics. But for now, oh, don't be afraid. That was my other video, the Carlos Jr. Don't say, oh, he has a pentagram in his window. No, that's for my. I did a video on Carlos Jr. How they did the upside down star thing now, and that was part of the black paper that I cut out with some scissors. So, in case I need to make a few more videos on pentagrams, because like Carrie Fisher got caught and speaking in front of a pentagram. There's a lot of weird stuff like that. But I'm telling you, if you want to catch one, just think money, think power, and think of helping your fellow man. This would help so much in the cause. As for me, I'm being stalked, I'm being harassed, and I'm a little I can't really think clearly enough to just release the information. I'm hoping they back off, like anyone I want to live. I have to get closer to God, and hopefully before I go, that's what I'm working on right now is a relationship with Jesus Christ. But this part. I mean, if you're new to this kind of information, you gotta do your research. If you're not new, if you know what I'm talking about, you have got to consider now that I know this is gonna sound crazy still, but like George Lucas, Carrie Fisher, Bill Clinton, all these actors, all these government officials are hybrids. It's true. They're too organized. People, human beings, Jeffrey Dahmers don't organize with Jeffrey Dahmers. It's impossible. The only way they can be millions of them and so organized is they all got to be hybrids. Plus, you see a lot of shape shifting evidence. You see a lot of satanic symbolism. You think regular people just run around trying to worship the devil like that? Give me a break. I mean, human beings know the devil's going to lose. Even people that don't want to believe in God or the devil, they know the devil's going to lose. If there's a God and a devil, devil's going to lose. We all know that. The devil's going to lose. Plus, nobody wants to hurt other people. We don't want to do that. We cut people off in traffic. We make our little mistakes. We don't go around hurting people like that. We don't go around breaking windows in and killing people and eating them. That's what hybrids do. They kidnap people and they eat them and they do satanic rituals. I mean, Clint Eastwood. I mean, you don't see them behind the scenes, but these freaks, man. And I grew up watching Dirty Harry, Star Wars. I can go on a list. Gilligan's. I know all the themes of the TV shows. I love them. I give you a whole list. They're all in on it. Now I don't know about far back as Leave It to Beaver or Gilligan's Island. That's when stuff started getting kind of creepy. That's when stuff started getting, but there's still. I believe there's still a lot of innocence back then. It's in the 70s when the major programs. You can see the difference in the art. In the 80s, in the music, and then you suddenly start seeing all the satanic symbols everywhere. That wasn't around before. That's new. That's only been happening for like 30 years. You got the Roswell crash. You got the Expedia of technology. It's all mapped out right in front of you. Laser beam suddenly. I mean, it's all like time by time. It's like a dance. Roswell. Then technology's increasing like never before. Then you got these creepy laws like Operation Northwood, where our government wants to fly airplanes into our own buildings and kill us. Then you got the 911, where an airplane actually hits the first tower, then another airplane. Then you got the Patriot Act, where they want to come to your house, kidnap you and your family, and they can torture you and murder you and never tell no one they were there. You don't get creepy laws like that from regular people. Those are like serial killers. Those are creepy laws. But when you get a whole bunch of people like Merkel and all these other politicians and Hollywood throwing up the symbols and supporting them, you know it's a giant, giant organized mafia. And human beings do not organize like that. I'm sorry to tell you. They're hybrids. They're all around us. All around us.